What's going on, YouTube? This is Big Pencil coming at you again with a nut. Finally made it back home. I have spent the last week in Arkansas chasing after some ducks, and I had a blast. I had an absolute blast. It was the first time I've ever hunted for anything out of state, more or less actually going somewhere with a lot of ducks in it. And when we got down there the first day, we had a lot of birds in the sky. I seen more birds in one day than I had my whole life in South Carolina, period. But the birds were mostly local birds that had been around there for a while, and they've been hunted in them couple spots a good bit. And they knew exactly what they was doing. We killed a couple birds. We killed a few. I done what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill me a Drake Mallard, and I wanted to just experience an Arkansas duck hunt, and I got to do both. So I was happy with the trip. I was more than pleased. Everybody was just as nice as they could be. It was more than hospitality. Southern hospitality goes a long way. And I want to start out by saying, of course, to say thank you to all the landowners that allowed me to come down there and hunt on their place. They had a beautiful place. It was 600-700 acres they had in there, and it was full of birds. It was times where it was a little bit slow, but that's just why they call it hunting. I want to thank Mr. David for letting me come and stay at his place, and he was more than nice about the whole deal. He ain't never met me from Adam, but he opened his home up and let me stay with him, and me and my buddy, we hunted every day for 5 days in a row. And let me get my phone out here so I can remember everybody's name. I don't quite remember names quite well, but I know one of them, Mr. Dennis. That's actually his place is where I got my Mallard at, and I was tickled to death with getting him. So thank you, Mr. Dennis, and also thank you to Chris and Sawyer, one, for letting me shoot the gun that I was shooting, because it was gonna cost me a pretty good bit to take my own gun down there with me. And he said, "Boy, don't worry about that. We got plenty of guns down here. You shoot one of ours." And just so happened he had a Maxus that's identical to the one I got. So I shot a Brown and Maxus the whole week, and sorry about that. Camera died. I had to go get my other one. But once again, thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Chris. I want to say thank you to Mr. Larry and Mr. Jim, who allowed us to hunt in the pit where we was hunting at. And that's where we had most of our luck, was really in the pit. But this place is just beautiful. It was a big field. It was a rice field. Had a couple hundred yards all the way around. Water, and then in the middle was a pit, of course, with a little bit of land. And I think the birds might have learned what that pit was, the local birds, and then once them birds moved out. But they was pressured so bad. They said there was over 100 trucks in the parking lot at the boat landing Saturday, and every one of them was out there shooting the ducks all morning. So and they pushed out a lot of the birds that was there. We went to the flooded timber one time just to say we went, and didn't even see a bird that morning, nothing but a couple wood ducks. So it just wasn't worth it going into the flooded timber. So thankfully, them guys I named off was nice enough to let us hunt on their place, and we had an absolute ball. At least I did anyway. I got my first greenhead. I got my first snow goose. Just about had a dare jump in the pit and molest me. It was awful. We had all kinds of stuff going on down there, and so I had a good time. I hope y'all enjoy the video, because I need you to stand by. We're gonna bring you a hunt.
Mallard. Leave him on the water. Come here.
That was a big swing and a miss.
All right.
Bim meow.
Cut him again. Again.
That is the first snow goose I've ever shot at, and the first snow goose I've ever killed. I'll tell you, first day I'm already having a fantastic time. There's a bunch of birds around here, I know that. Look at the buck coming at us. Look at the buck back here. Damn nice buck too. Yeah. Ah dang, Dale. You must be drunk. I guarantee you I couldn't beg one to do that during their season. That's crazy. I guarantee you I could have killed the piss out of him with a steel shot. Cutting back around this way.
There he is. Get it, get it, get it. Go.
I hit him on that last shot.
Yeah, he's already somebody. Close there. Okay.
That one's coming in. Got him.
Deal. What you got?
There we go.
I did it.
Good God, finally.
I don't have to eat my damn duck call.
Thank you, Jesus. I finally killed my first greenhead mallard. Oh, let me see this beautiful bird. I've been waiting a long time to put you in my hand, Mr. Duck. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first ever mallard duck. A beautiful greenhead. And he is gonna look just as pretty on my wall at the house. That is a beautiful bird. Beautiful bird. And he ain't messed up a lick.
Good deal. He's colored up real pretty.
He's got a big old curl on his back end. I guarantee it. That there made the whole trip.
Good deal. I'm glad.
Look at that there. We just jumped up all of these dang geese. Oh yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. That is a bunch of snow geese. I don't know how a farmer can grow anything out here. You got that many friggin' geese. And I wish we could shoot. My God, we could kill some right now.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Right about then. I guarantee you I'd cut a couple of them down. It's crazy. A beautiful sunset with a buttload of gooses is flapping around in the background.
they put us on the show.
Oh yeah.